Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 2 of our Football Manager 2019 Let's Play with Rangers. Today, we're coming back slightly later than planned. We're taking on Celtic. I was going to come back for the Aberdeen game, but if you go back and see yesterday's stream, there not much really changed from the Scoopy first leg, which we were going to go into because I realised on the stream it was fairly unwatchable. To be honest, we're going to go and we're going to watch all the goals before we get into our game against Celtic. Before we go through all these games, maybe seen some of the scorers, so maybe that's going to spoil some of this for you. But transfer wise, we take over kind of about here. So in the stream we bought Dijkmeyer and Manor Solomon in. Since then I brought Phil Foden and Alexander Isaac. You've requested on loan. Here is Phil Foden. Very, very good player. Valued at 24.5 million. A fairly decent start to life at the club. 3 appearances, 1 goal from midfield, 1 player of the match, 7.17. Alexander Isaacs came off the bench once, getting his fitness up. As you see that match sharpness is just not good enough. And it's also a debate of who's better between him and Morelos and Lafferty. But we've got rid of Umar Sadiq. He's sent him back to Roma, and that's going to make that up. He's now taken that wage and given a much more competitive striker option. Andy Halliday's gone to Hibs. He's gone for 250k, rising to 300k. And West Foderingham away to Sheffield United for 375k, rising to just over half a mil. Could have got quite a bit more for West Foderingham, but he wanted to go. And to be honest, I didn't really want to keep him. Staff changes. So where did we leave it last time with staff? Left it probably about here actually. So we've brought in Gordon Greer, Alan McCoy, Andy Gordon, Alex Ray, Barry Ferguson, Arvalo Arbeloa, Eidur Johnson, Michael Ballack, Jeremy, Osvaldo Sanchez, Tony Cameron, Frank Richter, Andrew Lombard, Matthew Wallace, Johan Locke, Steve Davis, Thomas Galasic, James Ryder and Gregor McMillan. And in various roles, you can see where all these roles are. If you can't keep up with them, hit the pause button. That sees all these people go out, so that's irrelevant really. But fair amount of staff changes. As you can see, we've now maxed out our staff allowances in every role apart from 1, I think. No, 6 out of 6. I thought that was saying 0 out of something. So we maxed out our staff allowances everywhere. Training, nope. It's schedule I want. So the last game in the live stream, the game that we showed was the first leg of the Scoopy game. We won 5-0 with Barisic and Morelos scoring a brace, Lasana Koulibaly and Nikola Katic all scoring. This wasn't the last episode, which is why I'm showing you the goals. I'm going to have the telly back, probably not next episode, but certainly going forward it will be back in the little screen. But right now it's just not quite ready. I'm trying to get some stuff worked together for it. I've just not ran out of time to do really. But as you can see, this is a fairly strong performance against Scoopy at home. Barisic, I mean, Koulibaly knows nothing about this goal. But the stream wasn't working as soon as we went into the game. And everything I tried to do to fix it just made things worse. So that's why I ended the stream when I did. After that, we went to Scoopy and we drew 1-1. We absolutely battered them and couldn't do anything. We then got Copenhagen in the next round. Again, we lost 2-0 here, but if you have a look at the stats, we battered them. They had 2 half chances, 1 clear cut chance to our 3 clear cuts. Couldn't score. And then, again, we went there, we won 1-0 through an own goal. But again, we battered them. 4 clear cut chances to their 1. They had 2 half chances to our none. But I was getting quite frustrated at this point, and at this point I started changing tactics around because I knew from a save I'd done in the beta that I had issues with goal scoring, and it was tended to be it was getting put down to the tactic. I'm seeing a few other people responding saying similar things, and the people that are more tactically inclined than me are replying, suggesting things, and it's made no difference during the beta. So I don't know if there's an issue or I don't know if it is just generally the tactics. But went to Aberdeen, we drew 1-1. Tavernier scoring, Scott McKenna scoring for them. Again, I felt like we battered them. I don't know if the stats will show that. As you say, it's actually fairly even stat-wise there. Both had a man sent off. We had 10 minutes, slightly longer with the 10. We then played St Mirren. We won 2-0. Both were goals from set pieces. Then we played Hamilton, we won 1-0. We drew 1-0 and won on penalties. This was quite a worrying game. I changed the tactics for this one to a recommended sort of change. And it was clear very straight after this game it wasn't right. We lost the first half. They scored with their only chance during the first half. And the second half they absolutely battered us. We then played Motherwell. Goal from open play, this time from Phil Foden, to give us a 1-0 victory. That leaves the Ladbrokes Premiership looking like this. We are in third place on 7 points, unbeaten, 2 wins and a draw. Hearts in second with 2 draws, 2 wins. Hibs up top with 3 wins and a draw. Celtic, who we play today, are 5th. They drop points, losing to Hearts. Which means that if we avoid defeat today, we stay above Celtic, which would be job done. We obviously are out of the Europa League, which does take a bit of a headache off us. Just to have a quick check to the teams who would be in the Europa League, should they make it. Hibs got to the best place. They got to the same stage as us, losing to Sevilla on aggregate. Not really surprising with that draw. Unlucky Hibs getting that. Aberdeen got AZ Alkmaar in the sort of the next round. Oh no, they went 2 rounds longer. They beat Ufa the same round we got knocked out. Then they played Rudar somebody and won, and then lost to AZ Alkmaar. Again, a fairly unlucky draw, but that's when it gets tough. You know, you'd expect tough draws then. Celtic, how did they get on in Europe? Just out of quick curiosity, they have made the Champions League. So they've got a big money, or a big chunk of money coming in. We don't, but they're going to have to play European football, whereas we don't, which gives us a better chance at the league. So we're going to get straight to pitch side now. Glenn Middleton with 2 assists actually. We're going to get pitch side now, guys, and I will see you there for this Old Firm game. So we are pitch side. We've gone 4-4-1-1 for this game. I said that's why I like the 4-3-2-1. Made some adjustments to that as well. I'll go through that in an episode where we're actually playing the 4-2-3-1, because that'll make it a bit more sense to do that. So we're going with a counter-attacking 4-4-1-1. We've got McGregor in goal, Dijkmeyer, Golson, Katic and Perisic in defence. Candias, Arfield, Koulibaly over Jack, who failed a fitness test apparently. Kent in the midfield. Solomon doesn't suit this formation, so Middleton comes onto the bench. Foden in the playmaker role with Alfredo Morelos, who doesn't have a league goal, up top. Hopefully we can, get some points here, because we could use them, and we could also use a Morelos open play goal, which would be fairly helpful. He does indeed get things kicked off though. Phil Foden looks like some player. I'm fairly glad I've got him on loan actually. I didn't think I would get to use him this year. I mean, it was worth 30 million when we took him. They've had 2 shots already. That's fine. Dijkmeyer getting his first league start, and he's injured within 10 minutes. It's okay, we've got Captain Tav on the bench. We'll bring him on. They got an injury as well, though it's not as bad. How bad does Dijkmeyer's look? Potential foot injury, so it could really be either way. What's his injury? Potential knee injury, so that sounds a bit worse. I'm going to just give a get creative here. That seems to always work in terms of getting the green player responses as Nietzsche comes inside. It's a decent effort, deflects into Sissoko. That's not Mr. Sissoko, is it? The Spurs guy? Could be, actually. On loan from Tottenham, so that does actually answer that question. Morelos fired up. We've not even had a shot on target yet. They've had 13 free on target. But right now, this formation is doing its job of just, frustrating them, keeping the home crowd happy. I'm going to go with I'm not happy with your performance, because I do want a bit more counter out of them. I would expect, to have had at least have a shot on target with this system. Just now, Phil Foden's getting a bit tired as well. We've got Ajari on the bench for that as Berkovic puts just over. We do have a shot on target now. That's good. Progress. Barisic with this throw. Throws in straight to Sissoko. Eduard. Sinclair. Oh, it's off the post. Thankfully. Barisic back to McGregor. Launches clear. Nowhere near Morelos though. And we can't build away there. So I'm going to bring Candias further forward. Just try and give us an extra outlet. And we're going to bring Ajaria on. I think going asymmetric. I remember I'd used this tactic in a beta save I done with Livingston, and I went asymmetric quite often like this, and it worked. I can't remember exactly how I set it up so when I deleted the save when I got sacked, so you know, I can't go back and check, but when I played this formation I had much more success than when I played other formations. Oh, it's in the back of the net from that. Who on the earth was marking you there? Who was marking you there? I want to know who was marking you. I can't click. Come on. Tavernier. Okay, Tavernier loses a man at a set piece. That's really not that unusual. Pause please, because I've clicked tactics twice now. I'm going to go back to this tactic. As you can see, this is sort of the way it's changed. And we are going to bring on Alexander Isaac. So like, no we're not. We're going to give up Arfield, bring Ajaria back. We're going to put Arfield up here, and we're going to bring Isaac on. Now I've done this with Lafferty a few times, and it's not really worked. Well, it has worked. And used him as a target man. I'm not going to be able to do that with Morelos and Isaac. So what I'm going to do is go complete forward and support for Morelos. See how we get on with two strikers. Need to have a plan B. Here's plan B. Out to Katic, over to Koulibaly. Barisic launches forward towards Isaac. He's not going to win that one in the air, but that's launched forward again. Again, not close enough. Sissoko bossing that right wing. Really shouldn't be. Edwards in behind. What? Are you serious? Are you actually serious with that goal? Goldson switches off, but this... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't even know what to say about that goal, guys. I really don't. Kent's having a shocker. Morelos is having another shocker. Oh, for... What is that penalty for? Go and show me the penalty decision again. Who's fouled here? Benkovic shoved by Tavernier, right? Let's rewind this. I want to see where Tavernier is here for this free kick. Let's watch Tavernier and Benkovic. Their back post. I certainly don't see a push. Do you guys? So we're watching Tavernier. I really do not see a push there. I really don't. It's in the back of the net. Absolute nonsense game. Really hate this game right now. Like, I love FM19 until I get into the matches. That's where I'm at with this game. I hate the matches. They're awful. Like, the amount of chances I've seen over 3 saves being created, and then that penalty, and you see so many penalties like that, and the second goal as well is absolutely bull. I'm trying not to swear, but okay, so that's not going good. Dijkmeyer out for 3 to 4 weeks with a twisted ankle. Caused my tactical thing to fail. Right. Discipline player for it. You're fined a week's wages for that 5.9. I don't think we can fine Kent, who is also hideous. But you're a 5.8. I'm going to warn that. Criticise last game. Assertive. You got a 5.8, mate. You got a 5.8 and it's some of the best football you've played. Just beat it. And I'm going to discipline you. Issue a warning for that 6.0 from Tavernier. We'll skip ahead, see if they accept them. Both accept, so that's fine. Right, so we're going to come back next episode. We're going to play this Betfred Cup quarter final against Kilmarnock. And that episode, it's a couple of games away, so we'll go through the Dundee game and the St Johnstone game in that episode as well. Despite the result, if you liked this episode, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.